Shut up and sit down.
There you go, folks. Sorry about the slight delay there. I was trying to get someone to shut up. No.
I don't know why you let him in.
Yeah, we was having a bit of a prattle, bless. Anyway, I digress. Welcome to the Friday Frolic with me, Festa 67's workshop. Hello. And yes, him again, the GNU.
Hello.
Inconveniently grey, 50 Shades of Grey. We got the guru, folks. Yes. So welcome. So welcome. First things first, if you'd like to help keep this content coming, you can support me over on patreon.com/Festa67's workshop, or click the join button below this or any of my other content, or click the $sign to leave a super chat. All goes in a big pot of goodness and helps keep all of this possible. So big thanks to everyone that considers it and all of the love. It also gives you access to the Zoom 24/7 off-air hangout as well, folks. So, yes, there are perks there. Right, talking of the groovy gang, before I get distracted and pause for a breath, Natasha's in saying hi to Uncle Festa and Fuchs.
Hey, Natasha.
Also, hi to all in chat. Hello, Natasha. How you doing, my darling? Also in is Sophie Loves RC. She says, I like the crafting budgie mama. I am E.G. Natasha. And she's saying hello to me. She didn't say hello to you until further down. Until further.
She did.
If you let me finish, tart. Until further down. See, this is what happens, folks. I pause for a breath and he's in there. He's like the bloody Duracell rabbit, isn't he?
Yeah, I am.
Right, I'm going to carry on reading the chat. Is that all right with you? 2 seconds, mate, and then you can prattle on for the rest of the show, mate. Hi, Festa. Hi, Sophie. She's finished her helicopter. It's huge. Sophie wants to know how Bumblebee's coming along. Good news in the chat. Hello, everyone. Sophie says hello to Fox. She says hello to you, Fox.
Hello, Sophie.
Bill says it's 20 to midnight on Friday. It's time for Cracker. Oops, Friday Frolic. Yes, mate. Well, yeah, we are crackerjack, mate. Mm-hmm. Everyone's saying hello there. Jasmine's in saying hello. Hello, Jasmine.
Hey, Jasmine.
Everyone's saying hello to each other there. No builds on my desk, says Crafting Budgie Mama. Never seen it with nothing on it, which prompts me for the question. Don't forget, folks, what's in the belly? What's on the bench? What is your beverage of choice? And biscuit, baboon, and balloon as well, if you choose to do so. Jasmine says, mine looks like that most Sunday nights, as it has to be ready for me to do my job from there. Would rather it was kits, but have to work to get them. Absolutely. See, I didn't mind when I used to do tech support from home, because I could be sitting there doing the kit on the bench, and no one knew back then. Whereas now you've got all your videos and that, so you can't be sitting there smothered in glue with bottles of extra thin around you and that, because they spot it. Bill says hello to Jasmine. Sophie Loves RC's put loads of guitars in. PJ is in, says yes, happening. Colin Fox and all in chat. Lock it in now, yay. With a white gloved Rocky symbol. Yes, folks.
Is he trying to be all youth and street and hot and hardcore?
He is. What he's not telling you is he sat there in a shell suit with a baseball cap at a jaunty angle going, yeah, man, I'm gangster, innit?
Just like voguing and
conjured up an image, doesn't it? PJ voguing in a shell suit. Just in your heads now, folks. That's where it's gone. In there.
I'll give him a Scouser perm as well.
Did you sleep well, PJ, with the nuts and the hot pants? Just asking. Jeff Light says, very good morning to Cole Fox and all in chat. I don't know, Jeff, how are you, buddy? And a big hug for you and Maggie, mate. Lovely jubbling. Mm-hmm. Everyone's saying hello to each other there, and PJ and Natasha's not done Bumblebee since Mickey's been unwell. Yeah, get well soon, Mickey, bless. Yes, I was sad. So that's the chat done. Right, over to you, folks. Over to you to chat in the chat with your bellies, benches and beverage. I'm going to ask him how he is, because if I don't, he's going to sit there and sulk. But the most important question, how's me mum?
I don't sulk, honestly. Well, I do a bit. I do quite a lot. I don't really sulk.
Is he sulking because I'm...
A little bit. Mama Wolf is fine. She's gone to bed. But Mama Wolf is fine. Thank you very much.
Happy days.
I've sent her off to bed early because my brother's coming to visit us tomorrow, so I need to get her out of bed early tomorrow.
Hello, model making brother for tomorrow.
Yeah.
See what I did.
And I'm fine, thank you. How are you? How is my mum and how's my Auntie Winnie?
Mum's all right. Yeah, she is. Yeah, she's spit herself. And Winnie is also well, mate. Yes. Good. They're all fine, mate.
Good.
What are you up to this evening?
I'm going back to working on my Horus Heresy Solar Auxilia. I'm still working on the tanks. I'm only doing it during live stream, so I've not got very far.
What are you up to on them, mate?
I'll be finishing off the stripy bits on the front. So I need to do a bit of brown chipping and then a wash and stuff. And then I'll start painting the details. They're luckily just like basically grey. So all I've got to do is paint all the details and the gold bits, and that's it, really. And then I can do all the weathering.
Bit of gold?
A lot of gold.
Nice.
A lot of gold. No red, no blue, just gold.
Bill's found a PE upgrade kit for the 44th Type 11 U-boat. Had to order it as it's the law. It's turned it into a bit of a photo etch canoe, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sophie's bench is a secret sewing project. Tummy homemade dark chocolate muffins and drink is milk. Oh, happy days. Ron Etam is in with an H, as I call him, Fox and all the chat. Hello, Ron. Talking of Sophie, before I forget.
Sophie.
Where is it? Just there. Stretchy. Just make sure no addresses are visible. Sophie very kindly sent me this little gadget. This little bit. It's a Warlord Games half track with an H.
Oh, nice.
To see whether I can incorporate it into the build I'm doing, and I've already had an idea, which is the half tracks themselves is make some kind of outrigger and have these half tracks as the front wheels on the tank thing that I'm doing on this bad boy.
Yeah.
On him. Let's just move my camera so you can see it. That would help. So replace the front wheels with the half tracks on some kind of uber-duber extended suspension. And then all the wheels, instead of having like double rears, have triple rears, and extend these arches out and then just give it a small jack up. So there's going to be options. Hey?
You'd be extending all the arches.
Cheers. So big thank you to Sophie for sending that. That is really thoughtful of you. Muchly grateful. So I shall be adding this to the build over the next few weeks, folks.
Nice. Let me know what that quality's like, because that's I assume that's their bolt action miniatures, and they're supposed to be quite good. So
absolutely, mate. But they look very GW. So
yeah, the 28mm scale World War II stuff, and it's like ooh.
Exactly. So that'll be getting added as the build continues. So, like I said, a big thank you. And huge hugs and shout out for Sophie there. That was very, very kind of you. And,
Bill says, got 2 tons of photo etch in the workshop, but still yet to put my first piece on an actual kit.
Yeah, I saw that rather splendid photo etch rack he's built, and I haven't stopped twitching since, to be honest with you.
You had a PJ Bluey moment, didn't you?
I had a what?
Steady now.
Yeah. You're not getting away with that, mate.
Talking to PJ, he says quickly, belly chicken vindaloo with garlic naan. Oh dear. I can't do that nowadays, that kind of stuff. I just have acid for weeks.
Yeah.
Bench, 500 scale Bandai Space Battleship Yamato. Good. Turning it into a steampunk version. Very nice.
Oh, nice.
Beverage, vodka and tonic. Very large.
Oh, nice one, mate. Nice one.
And Jasmine says, Belly, Mackie D's, second of the evening, chicken selection. Second of the evening? Good God. Chicken selection box, large fries and a bacon cheeseburger. I thought that was bad. Bench, 132nd Mosquito, finishing camo paint and finishing props and wheels, bevy chocolate milkshake.
I am impressed, mate. Second of the evening, mate. I'll take my hat off to you.
I thought I had the student diet.
That's impressive, mate.
Beverage, belly and all that for me tonight. What do I have for me dinner tonight? I've forgotten already, and I only had it a few hours ago. Oh, kebab.
I had fish and chips, mate.
Ooh, yeah, Friday. Well, I said to Mama
chip
Wolf.
shop gravy.
Oh, from your friend. Oh.
Yeah.
I said to Mama Wolf, I said, it's Friday today. She went, oh, we've not had fish and chip Friday for ages. So what do you want? Chicken balls and dip. Okay. Yeah, she goes off on tangents sometime.
Oh,
I said, did you realise you're forcing me to have a kebab?
Yeah, like you needed forcing.
Well, there's the only other thing from the place where I heard she likes the chicken balls. I only like the kebabs. Everything else has been there. So it's like...
Bit biblical bish, is it, mate?
But I can't just order her little chicken balls because that's under the minimum order. I'm like, damn. Curse you, old woman.
Oh, poor mum.
My kidney curses you.
Oh, poor mum.
Jeff Light says, belly a little early was fish, chunky chips and coleslaw, followed by raspberries and Devon clotted cream.
Oh, nice
Bench
one.
is one of my shelf queens and Aris Battle Walker. Beverage,
nice.
and lemonade. And Jasmine says he had dinner with Ivy about 6 p.m. book extra for the Frolic.
Oh, bless.
Clearly, the Frolic demands that people have extra
Absolutely.
food.
You can get away with that by saying it's a booster because you're staying up late to support us two. You can have that. Yeah. You can use that as an excuse, mate.
And given that me and Festa are like 7, you can say it's for the good of the children.
Yeah.
And actually mean it and get away with it.
Yeah. My missus has threatened me with a double Big Mac at some point.
Well, if you've been good,
exactly.
I have to admit, I ordered the double Big Mac when it first appeared.
Yeah.
But what they sent me instead was just 2 Big Macs.
Basically, to me, it looks like what a Big Mac once looked like. But there you go. We won't get into shrinkflation, will we?
Nah. But I looked at the double Big Mac and I thought, I think that's even a bit too much for me.
Yeah. All right. Bill's gifted a Festa 67's workshop membership to Benjamin Ben, who's in the chat. Hello, Benjamin Ben, even.
Hello.
How are you doing, see? And by being gifted a Festa 67's workshop membership, that also gives you a double gift because you get added as a moderator as well.
Yeah. And
so there you go.
Festa will come round on Christmas Day and clear your fridge out.
Yeah, so you now end up with a Spaniana. There you go.
The coveted Festa spanners.
That's why there's pretty much spanners everywhere in the chat. It's like, yes.
Surrounded by spanners.
Absolutely.
Festa went very quiet at that point.
Not at all, mate. I'm not insulting my chat. I'm praising them. It's a perk of being a channel member and a patron. You get to be a moderator on the channel. It's just a thing that I do. Right. What was we doing? I can't remember. There you go. We was looking at that.
Colin, if you're streaming on Sunday, I'll post some pictures, says Jeff Light.
Yes, yeah. Apologies for not streaming last Sunday, but yeah. Yeah, we'll be streaming Sunday, mate. So, yeah, any gallery pictures, folks, just post them up and we will be doing a bit of a gallery show Sunday.
Gallery.
A little bit of gallery goodness.
Live from Festa's bench at Dave Shed, the gallery.
Absolutely. Live from Norwich is the quiz of the week. I've noticed over the last couple of days, Mama Wolf watches, just sits there with like ITV3 on. Yeah.
And listens on the headphones to whatever's playing. The last few days, the last week or so, when it gets to, excuse me 1 second, hang on. Oh, went all croaky then. When it gets towards the end of the evening, it seems to be Cracker. They're showing Cracker.
Oh, right, yeah, Robbie Coltrane, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't quite know why, but every single episode is just horrendously out of focus. I don't know what they've done.
Oh. They've upscaled it, no doubt, to...
Yeah, and it's just gone wrong.
Yeah, they've done it stretched to fit, haven't they?
Yeah, but it's quite funny because, like, when we turn the telly on, when she's sat there, we play this little game where we try and guess what it's going to be at whatever time, because we don't always know.
Yeah.
And we've kind of learned to judge what's on by the quality of the picture.
Yeah.
So if it's kind of not too bad, but a bit fuzzy, it's probably Poirot.
Yeah.
If it's completely out of focus and looks terrible, it's Cracker.
Yeah.
If it's cloudy, as in, you know, it's filmed on a cloudy day and a bit crappy, it's probably Touch of Frost. And if it's really good quality, it's probably Midsummer Murders.
Yeah.
It's quite bizarre.
Cracker was a TV show I kept meaning to get round to watching, but never really did.
Yeah. The only reason we watched it here was because it was filmed around here.
Yeah.
And it was weird watching one the other day where they were getting on the Manchester Metro link.
Oh, right, yeah.
The tram. And it's like, God, I haven't seen that style of tram since the mid-90s. It was the old style of tram. I'm like, oh, God, that takes me back. Looking at the interior. Yeah. I remember when they looked like that. I can smell it right now.
So don't forget, folks, if ever you watch Cracker, have a look in the background for some weird bloke walking around in a great coat wearing red kickers with a fake ponytail. You never know. He might be in the background somewhere.
Sadly, it was before my Converse sneakers phase, I think. So I'll still be unknown.
Oh, poor you.
But I did know someone, or I worked with a girl. I worked with a woman who was actually an extra on it for several years when you filmed it. She was always like a CID officer in the background in the office shot. She thought it was dead boring. So it was fun, but it's boring because we just sit there chatting to each other, and then they might start filming and we have to go quiet, file some papers.
Do a bit of that. Jasmine says Cracker started really well but tailed off towards the end. Yes. Bill says, and white gloves. Oh, yes. There are white glove emojis now, Bill. There are white glove emojis, mate.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, there you go. See, you can have
all a foreign language to me. That all these memes. It's all young kid stuff.
Oh, to be modern, young, hip, and interesting. Eh?
Hardcore and street.
Yes. Yeah.
Smash that like button.
Yeah. It is quite funny when you see modern youngsters trying to be all hip, thinking that they're the first person in the world that has ever behaved like that.
Yeah.
And it is quite funny. You sit there and go, oh, look at them, bless them. We'll try to be all rock hard little gangsters. But yeah, it's so funny.
I saw a post the other day and it was from someone saying, I've got my own kids now. And she says, they won't be getting teenagers. And it's like, I look at them and I think, now I understand why my parents didn't have a clue what the hell we were doing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was surprising.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my bean was pretty much do what you like, when you like, but don't bring trouble home.
Yep.
And it was like, okay. And years later, I said to her, why did you say that? Surely you would have thought that would have encouraged us to be naughty. She went, well, no. She said, because most kids are naughty because they're trying to rebel against their parents. She said, so me saying you can go out and do what you want, when you want, blah, blah, blah. She took the buzz out of it.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah. I said, you've got a point there because it was pointless to us.
I mean, my parents, the kind of were like, do what you want to do, but if you get into trouble, you suffer the consequences alone.
Absolutely.
Deal with your own crap.
Oh, yeah.
We're not clearing your mess up for you.
That's all my bean used to say. Don't expect me to come down and bail you out. You do the crime, you do the time.
Yep. Do something dumb, you pay the price.
Exactly. And she was bang on because there was no edge. Because it was like, well, they're expecting us to behave this way, so why bother?
Yeah, you weren't fighting against anything, were you? So
no.
And that's the thing. And combined with my parents, who would never shout at us, they were just disappointed, which was even worse than being shouted at.
Oh yeah.
You got the quiet look of disappointment, which to me, in this, that's the way our family worked, and in this family, it was much more effective than being shouted at.
I'm not disappointed in you. I'm disappointed for you. That was the one my mum used to use. It was like brutal.
Oh.
Yeah, it was. It was like, yeah.
And the thing is to a boy, to a young boy, it's worse when it comes from the mum than the dad.
Yeah, I didn't give a monkeys about him, but it was brutal from mum because it was meant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a weird one, and it's like, that stuck, that one.
Yeah, it's always funny, especially if mum was the one who was always on your side. Because I mean, not that my dad shouted at me, neither of them did, but I always knew mum would be on my side and dad might give me some challenges.
Yeah.
To get away with something. And it was always like, mum would be like, well, I'm disappointed. Like, oh.
No matter how tough a fella was in London, mum was always the light of your life, wasn't they? You know what I mean? Yeah. And you looked out for mum, but
yeah.
Yeah, no. So when you got a reality check from mum, it was like, oh, yeah, it was. James has been a member for 44 months. And hello, James. How you doing, mate? He says morning all in chat. How you doing, mate?
Morning. Morning.
PJ says, before the advent of iDef, he's clarifying here, older TV shows were broadcasting standard 480. Absolutely, mate. They just upscaled it badly, mate. That's what they've done. That's what we were saying earlier, mate.
Yep.
But, yeah.
Especially if this program was filmed on VT and not on film, then it really doesn't scale up well at all.
No.
Frost was on tape. Cracker was on tape. You get some really old stuff that scale really well, and that's usually when they used to film on film.
Yeah.
You can always tell, because my dad used to work at Granada, so I knew all this. You can always tell in old programs the difference between interior shots like they're on the set when they used videotape, and then you see the exterior shots where they used film.
Yeah.
Back in the 70s and early 80s, because it was completely different.
Yeah.
Different quality. If you watch old programs like Dave Allen Show, where they do bits in the studio, like the comedy, and then they do the sketch that was filmed outside, it's totally different. Or watch the goodies and stuff like that.
Oh, goodies. I loved the goodies.
Because, it was cheaper to take the film unit out and film it than take a mobile VT van.
All right. Bill's been a member for 4 months. Hello. Welcome. Thanks for being a member, mate, and all of that. James is off to mum's on a trip, so safe journey and all of that lot. Love to Mama James. Be good, brick boy, otherwise you will get grassed up.
Yeah, we'll grass.
Oh, he's going to be
blamed.
He's going to be such a bubby's boy.
Get blamed and grassed up.
Yeah. So don't put up with it, Alicia. You tell her what he's been like, because if you don't, I will.
Yeah, my dad used to, when they used to do sporting events and stuff, he had to go out and film. He said there was 2 possibilities. One is I'd be stood at the top of the stands on the roof or something with the camera in the freezing cold filming the football that he didn't care about. And he hated that. Or they'd stick him in the OB van where the editors were and the stuff. And he'd be like, I like that bit because then I just got to sit in the warm drinking cups of tea.
Yeah, happy days.
And tell him what the cameraman what to do. He said, I like that bit. When I was actually a cameraman, it wasn't good. Didn't like that bit. He hated sport and he had to go and film it all the time and he hated it. He was like, it's so boring. It's just boring and cold. What are you doing this week, Dad? Football.
Yeah.
He said, although it's not football was bad, but it wasn't as bad as bowls. Doing the Bass Masters. Well, they used to call it the Bass Bastards, but
Yeah.
he said doing that was even more boring because it was outside and it was really boring.
Happy days, though. Like I say, sport back then, it was a bit more exciting than it is now. But yeah. Again, it's like anything. Everything seemed so innocent back then, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Marcus is in. He says, good evening. Marcus. He says, enjoy, buddy. Berlin camo soon? ? Yes, mate, definitely. Ooh. Give me the heads up when you're up for it, mate. And he's putting an €11.99 super chat. Welcome back, Marcus. Fresh from your trip to the UK. If I had known, I'd have popped and seen you, mate, because I was up in Wales. I could have scooted over, but hope you had a good good trip even. There you go. So, and many thanks for your generosity, mate.
Yes,
all going to go in the pot and help me out for the new 3D print projects.
3D printer, who can print it? Festa can.
Yeah, absolutely. But, Let's him coming to the UK.
It's not something we'd normally recommend, but, if it can't be avoided, then...
Yeah, it's fun of them, isn't it?
Should I come to the UK? Oh, no, you don't want to do that. Oh, no. We normally ward people off.
We do tend to politely say to people, you might want to save your money and go somewhere more exciting.
It's a lot of underwhelming nothing.
Especially recently, it's not really been proud country to be a part of, has it? For various social reasons, but we won't go into that. He said there it would have been awesome. We'll meet up at some point, mate.
I think it's a shame when people come to the UK and they just do London and they do the touristy bit. That's like the least British part of Britain, really, in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
because it's just mostly touristy stuff. It's like there's so much else that you could experience. It's just London. But to a lot of people from different countries, Britain is London, is basically. Because it's just the way that it's been presented to them.
You're done with your anti-London sentiment there, mate, or have you got more left?
No, not anti-London at all. I'm just saying. It's like my brother, when he first went to the States, when he spoke to people, they knew all about London and stuff, but didn't know about anything else, so they just thought everything was London, and that was the entire UK, and it's there's so much more. Go and check it all out. Not anti-London, but...
I've not come across that before myself. A lot of people I know, they know of other areas in the UK, but there you go.
I think it's getting better with the internet and stuff.
When I was stateside back in the early 90s, there's just a fascination with how I spoke, and it was... Could you say this? Could you say that? But it's funny, one of the people I remember, I've got a friend that lives in Birmingham. So, yeah. It's like, yeah. So, and that was way back then, so. I
remember explaining to someone how to pronounce things like ham and the shire and the ham and the how they're actually pronounced and stuff. They're like, really? I said, yeah. Oh, cool. It's like Nottingham, Birmingham, Worcestershire. It's more casual than that. Although you kind of explain it and it doesn't make any more sense because you say, it's not shire, it's shire. Huh? It's like, it doesn't really make any sense, does it? That's British English for you. It doesn't really make much sense.
Right, that's the engine sub-assembly started. Those that remember the last time I was doing the turret and the turret ring, so we put the turret ring in, like so, and then the gun that would have sat on top of the body, like so. Yeah, helps you to get it on shot cold, doesn't it, mate? There you go. Now we'll sit on there like that. So let's just press that into place. Do it off the tank cold. That works better. Like so. Is he twitching? One of them nights again. It's annoying, isn't it? Right, and then that'll sit just on there. Like that. See?
Yeah.
I'll become a part of that, and then all of that lot will sit atop like so with a big gun poking out of it. So we did manage to get a bit further on that, folks. So that's what's going to be on there, but I'm focusing on all the ancillaries this week to try and get the rest of it started so that then I can get the suspension all set up, add the new bits to it, and start seeing how the creation is going to take place.
Because it's important to remember that if you've got a turret, one thing every turret needs is a turret.
Absolutely. You can't just have a turret. It's like boring.
No. You know, turrets were designed to have turrets on them. That's how turrets work.
And I've not even got the Greebles box out yet.
Ooh.
I know. It's funny, I had to flick through the instructions earlier on and it said, right, you've got some options here. It's like, no, I don't do options.
No.
I flicked past that page rather quickly.
If I was to make a prediction that there'll be at least one Baneblade part on there somewhere, how good a prediction would that be?
Very accurate, mate.
There's so many spare parts in Baneblades. You're going to use them forever, aren't you?
I've got 2 boxes full of Greebles from Baneblades.
It's like they're just going to appear in everything.
All kinds of guns and weaponry and all sorts, mate.
It's like every Baneblade you end up with about 3 sprues.
Yeah. Well, normal people do.
Yeah, but that's true.
Yeah. I didn't have anything left after Insane Blade.
That's true.
Insane Blade even incorporated, I do believe, some spares that you had, didn't it?
I think I sent you some bits, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's have a look at chat. Hang on, James Innocent? I think not. It's always James' fault, says Peach.
Well said, Peach.
Jasmine says Innocent. I think we should ask the audience on that one. For Christ's sake, someone take that shovel off Fox, says Bill. Hey?
Yeah.
I'm discussing a road trip through the UK with Drim, says Marcus.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel I know Drim a lot better than I need to now, Marcus, thanks to the googly eyes scenario, mate. So, yeah. Daniel, for the parts, other parts do not need to reach. Yes, folks. If you don't know what I'm on about, just go onto Marcus's channel and have a watch back on some of the lives. Anyone of a nervous disposition, beware.
PJ says, if you and Drim come anywhere near me, you better have lots of beer with you, just saying. And Bill says, Marcus, if you go to Warhammer World, you'll be just down the road from me.
Yeah. Well, that was what we was going to do, wasn't it? We was all going to meet up at Warhammer World, and then real life and things and Velociraptor got in the way and everything went up in the air, didn't it?
Yeah. I don't do tanks because they make me swear too much, says Bill. I think it's a case of turrets. Get it, Tourette's.
See what he did there. See what he did there.
Natasha says, I've got 10 budgies that protect me.
Good girl.
Don't mess with Natasha and her budgies.
I've got one old bird that protects me.
Oh.
I didn't say that, did I?
Yeah, there's a 50-50 chance. Well, you've got 2 people that are potentially not very happy right now.
So did my thinking voice go loud? It did, didn't it?
In fact, no. You've got 3 people that are potentially not very happy with you right now, given the three people that watch this stream.
Oh, dear.
You're doomed, son. You're doomed.
Oh, dear.
It was nice knowing you.
That's all right. You've got me back. You've always said you'd be there for me.
Yeah, I've got your back, but I'm not that stupid.
Hold on a minute. I'm sure the other week you said you wasn't scared of H. I'm sure you did.
I don't remember the storm. Just flailing now, aren't you?
That would be an ecumenical matter.
Dee. Right, what do I need? I need a Viscount now.
I see what you did there.
Wet palette, painting in disguise. Where is my Festa approved? There it is. Festa approved. I can't get my words out tonight. I'm just being a complete spond. Festa approved designed shade holder thing.
Oh, you mean your Citadel pot holding appliance?
Yes, my appliance of awesome happiness.
Absolutely.
Wait, no, not that appliance, of the other one.
So what you're saying is you have Festa's tool on your bench?
I always have Festa's tool available to hand when I need it. Oh, this is all going in the wrong direction.
Sounds so wrong, mate.
Yeah. Life's so much better when you can easily get your hands on.
Other tools are available in the collection.
Oh, it's just to get any better, does it?
It don't, mate. It don't.
No. Right, and if you wonder what I'm doing, I'm putting shade on the invasion stripe, but I've watered it down 50-50, and I've not done my white chips yet. And this isn't to do actual shading. This is just to dirty it up, to make it all blend together. And it's before I do the white chips, because the white chips won't stand out until I've got some kind of shade on it. So this isn't really a shading shade layer to make it all the details stand out. It's just to dirty it a bit. And for some reason I like doing it now rather than later. I don't know why. As long as this bit looks good, then it's a good starting point. I don't know why I do it this way. I just do. I think if it looks good and I think it looks convincing, then it makes me, jazzed for the rest of the build.
Oh, right. Okay.
Just gets me in the mood. Yep, that looks good. I can carry on now. And I can do some highlights and stuff as well.
Oh, well, there you go then.
Yeah. One of those little psychological tricks that just stops you getting bogged down in the details and getting bored of your build. You go, oh, it looks good. I need to carry on now.
Buildy board.
Yeah. Like when you get to that stage of the ugly phase.
Yeah.
Just helps drag you out the ugly phase a little bit. It's a good little trick. Also makes the stripes look much cleaner and neater. And again, it's a little psychological boost.
There you go.
Get rid of any self-doubt.
Right, folks, I am about to start the chassis.
I hate you completely.
Nothing wrong with that. I like being hated. I'm not here to be liked. There you go. 10 budgies, says Marcus. We got 2 giant. Yeah. Natasha's got 10. One is bred from our budgies. I've never seen a huge one until I took Gandalf in.
Gandalf. Guess what, you thought it was safe? Gandalf returns in the aviary.
There you go. It would be a low budgie movie. See what I did? Oh, come on.
Thing is, right, if a guy was selling it out the back of his van on Roger DVDs, would he be a budgie smuggler?
See what I did there.
If you're going to pun, I'm going to pun. We all
Absolutely.
Pun together.
Nothing wrong with punnage, mate. I like a bit of punnage. You might have noticed. Does that make us pundits? You're all weak.
Does that mean the BBC will pay us 200 grand?
Oh, yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
200 grand for just talking blather at a football match. I'll do that. I'll do that.
God, could you imagine it? Us two doing match of the day.
I'm just sitting there going, oh, it's boring. What?
Could you imagine the carnage that we could cause?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be putting the world to rights.
She rescued the birds from people that didn't treat them right. Oh, bless. Yeah, good for you. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, you'd be putting the players to rights, and I'd be like, oh, it's football. I don't know about football.
Oh, yeah, I'd be proper having a dig. Stop laying down on there, you namby-pamby. Man up. I see rugby players play another half walking around carrying their jawbone in their hand. Man up.
You'd be there going, I remember when they wore proper shorts, you big girls.
Yeah.
It's sad to know that we both are old enough to remember when footballers wore big baggy shorts. It's just like...
Yeah.
Although, to be fair, we also know when the shorts went the other way and went a bit too short and it got very uncomfortable looking.
Yeah, it got a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, and then it went back to not quite so... Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't want them to stretch for the ball, did you?
Yeah, don't reach for that one, mate. Just...
Yeah.
Of that colour done. Let's have a look at chat. Can't believe it was 5 years ago that we were talking about that, says Jasmine.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about, I've forgotten now. Oh, yeah. Off to make a bacon sarnie. We'll be listening from over there, says Bill.
Oh, nice.
Because I'm allowed to use the cooker, he says to you.
Turd. Go off, some people.
He's like, ooh, just because I'm allowed to use the cooker.
Yeah, I hope your bacon burns.
Yeah, but you see, but that's the problem, you see, because he's responsible, it means he has to do some of the cooking, whereas you're an idiot, so you can get away with doing no cooking.
Absolutely, mate. Food mysteriously appears over my left shoulder.
Yeah, you're not as stupid as you are cabbage looking. I've always said that.
Via the hand.
Yeah.
That's what she used to be known as in Hangouts. The hand has appeared and food was there.
The thing you need to know about me and Festa, we don't look half as stupid as we are, you know.
Absolutely.
James says, off to bed now. Got an early start in the morning. We'll catch all something in the streams.
Yep, see you later, mate.
Jasmine says, I realise this evening my daughter has cool taste. I showed her a video earlier with a flamethrower rank and her eyes popped out in excitement and awe. Yeah, don't tell her that Tesla made one and you can buy one. Not Tesla, but you know, the company that Elon Musk's bought, whatever the company's called. They made a flamethrower.
Your mate Elon.
No, I can't stand Elon Musk. Crafting Budgie Mama says, I already nicknamed Budgie Smuggler from My Little History for rescuing budgies.
Oh, bless her.
Fox could just read off stats.
Yeah.
East 4, 5. East 5. I can't even get that right. East 5, 4. 4, 4, 5. I'd demand that they bring back the old teletype and the old...
Yeah, you do like a clattery keyboard. Draws. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Yeah. Score draws. But you have to do it in the right way, though. The proper 1970s, like Dickie Davis World of Sport way, where you have to kind of mock the losers. If you ever watch, not the grandstand one, because they were boring, but the World of Sport one, they used to do the score draws, and it'd be like, Birmingham 3, Newcastle United 1. And they'd kind of leave that pause as if to say, you're rubbish. Marcus says, good night, all. Enjoy the stream. Great stuff. Be wary of the smuggled budgies.
Exactly, Marcus. Exactly, mate.
Bill says, stupid as you look, no one's that stupid, Fox. You've not met me in real life, have you? If Colin ever cooks, says Jasmine, there will be people in hazmat suits.
That is correct, mate. That is correct.
Mm.
Yeah.
BJ says, not sure what Colin is building. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Slap wrist for me.
Yeah, give us a minute and I will show you, mate. I did hold the pot. Shut up a minute. Let me get a word in, will you? Bloody hell, you stop prattling. Right. There you go, PJ. I showed this at the beginning of the stream, mate, but there you go again, folks. That's what I'm building. Same as I was doing last week, the German PZSPWG. There you go. Right, resume your prattling.
Panzer spaghetti wagon, I like to call it. However, because I didn't get a chance to finish, on the Pathé News half of the screen...
Consider yourself lucky. Welcome to my world. Now you know what it feels like.
Maximilian Fox Smythe is painting in full monochrome again. Yes, browns. People say good night to Marcus. Is that dried yet?
Welcome to the world of not being able to get your sentence finished.
You keep trying to breathe. It's a bad idea.
I know it is. Yeah, I should realise by now, shouldn't I? There you go. Everyone's saying good night to Marcus, which is nice. They're a nice crowd, aren't they? Where does this bit go? Let's have a looky, look. Right down on his iris. Down in there. Okay, yeah, that'll work.
Oh, Agrax shade leaking everywhere. Brilliant.
You didn't shake it with the lid slightly ajar, did you?
You know, when it doesn't shut properly, but you don't realise.
It's funny, before I shake any Citadel pot, I always rub my thumb round the lid just to make sure.
But it was like the tiniest of gaps. It wasn't even a wide open. It's just the tiniest. I won't make that mistake again.
Yeah, badly blow moulded lid. That's what that was. Yeah, Citadel's fault.
Well, I think there's a little bit of crud under the lid from somewhere. I'll scoop it out. Yeah, good.
It only happened to you, dear.
Agrax Surshade and soy sauce, the two things you never want to spill.
Oh, soy sauce is lethal, isn't it?
Oh, God, yeah. Actually, Agrax Surshade, soy sauce, and pigments. Three things you never want to spill.
Oh, yeah, I've dropped a bottle of pigment powder on the carpet.
Yeah. It's just...
Yeah, that's why the carpet is no longer in the man cave. It's like, yeah.
Well, this is the annoying thing, is like, considering the fact that if you put pigment on a model, it just comes straight back off again.
Yes.
Yeah, when you put it on your workbench or on the floor or on your hand or your trousers, it's never removed.
You get it on a cutting mat.
Yeah. It's permanent. It's like, why can't you stick to the model like that?
Yeah, that's pigment logic, that is, mate. That stuff is lethal, but...
Oh, yeah. What they want to do is... Never mind all these exploding dye packets when they do the Security Core boxes with the money in.
Yeah, just put some AK pigment in it.
Bang, there you go. It's all rusty coloured.
That and some Agrax Earthshade, well away. Done.
Oh, yeah. Some of Duncan's tears and you'd be sweet.
Yeah.
We need to know who stole this security box. Well, look for the guy that's brown on one side. Oh, yeah, that'll be him. Look for the guy that looks exceptionally well weathered.
Bill says, bacon sizzling away and Gaviscon extra primed for the inevitable 4:30 indigestion from hell. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I hate that. When you get up for a wee about 4 or 5 o'clock and you get the acid.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, it's like, as I've gotten older, it gets to that point where you get like the old man gastric reflux and stuff.
Yeah.
So if you eat rich or spicy foods, you just get the heartburn. And I sit there and I say to myself, right, I'm going to have some dinner tonight. And I don't want to be getting up at 4 a.m. with the heartburn. So I'm not going to have anything really fatty or spicy. And then you order the kebab.
Oh, yeah, instant regret.
Can't help myself. It really is impossible to prevent. It's just, it's not right.
Always the way, though, mate. Always the way.
The one bit of getting old that's hardest to adapt to.
Yeah, acid reflux.
You know, I can get used to not being able to get up as fast or, you know, all the things it takes longer to do now you're older, but not being able to eat as much crap as I used to eat, it's just definitely hard. It was great when I was a lad. I could eat 8 kebabs a day.
Sitting there listening to you like that, I had the Cyberbaits how.to music going in one ear, the walking away music going as well. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
The lament of the older man. Oh.
That's a default response in our chats. When either one of us wibble, they get sent the walking away music walk.
Yep.
It's like, yeah, there you go. Walking away music engaged.
Oh, got the sniffles. Right. That's that bit done.
Is that bit done, is it?
That bit's done. That's the wrong tube.
You're a tube.
Hey, madam, that's the wrong tube, madam. You must connect yourself straight away.
Transmission, transfer box. Next. Should be there.
That would be that one.
Might not be able to see, but that wash didn't do a lot to the greens and the whites, but it did just... It's kind of... You've done it on checkers, haven't you? If you do checkers or stripes, and you just do a very slight glaze of, say, Agrax Earthshade,
Yes.
it kind of makes all the lines nice and smooth.
Yeah.
If you've got any slight wibbles or wobbles, or you've just got like a bit of a hairy edge, it just...
You've got an hairy edge.
I've heard that rumour. It's like I did some checkers on something and they looked a bit rough and ready, but as soon as you give it a very light glaze, it's like bing, they're like perfect squares. They're not, but it somehow tricks your eye into thinking you've done a really good paint job. It's amazing. That's the key, the one trick. And now I'll go back with the colours to bring the highlights back, you see.
There you go.
Sorted me edges.
They told the world many times this is why he's a GNU, you know.
I'm a GNU. How do you do? Oh, can't do that bit yet. It is weird the way it makes lines look neat and straight. I really don't understand that at all. It amazes me every time. Right, what do I want?
I would say it's liquid skill.
Yeah, it's just liquid nonsense in the best possible way. Right, I need my white colour. Where is it? No, we want actual white, don't we, for that? Hey, and then we'll be done with some chip. We'll be done with the chipping then, I think.
Oh, wow. Clearly ill. Did you just say you're nearly done with the chipping? You did, didn't you?
Yeah, I've got a little bit of white and then a little bit more brown and then we're done.
Wow. Things I never thought I would hear.
I know. Well, I've done with the chipping on the vehicles.
Yeah.
I've got 40 dudes I need to paint as well. But
oh, there you go, folks. Gonna say,
that'll be a late.
Yeah, go on, carry on.
That'll be a later time.
Right.
That. Oops. Right. You'll dry, you'll do.
Cool. Take that off of there. Nice little bit of chassis.
Hey.
And that's that up. Yeah. Then go like so. That's in place. We can now glue the other side on. Happy days.
Glue your side on.
Put me way along there. Have you some of that? We can splay that in place then. And then that will dry nicely then. Come on, hands. There you go. It's not hard.
Who
Right, so there you go. Our persuasion fit there. You will comply. There you go.
I like that persuasion fit.
Yeah.
As in, you will fit.
Yeah, you will be persuaded to comply.
Resistance is futile.
It's not a multiple choice. There is no option here.
Exactly. There you go. And that is a chassis.
Yeah.
We have then got, what have we got? We've got a radiator to pop on. So
You and your words.
put together, absolutely. So he made the fatal mistake. I really hate it when people say this. Oh, right, okay. Filed away in the things that I used to wind him up. But just...
Yes. To be clear, I hate it when English people say that.
I was on YouTube last night just doing the usual catching up with things. The first two videos I started to watch were man sat at desk with microphone in front of him. Click, remove, bye.
Yeah.
And then I had the other one, you know, jaunty angle baseball cap. Smash that like button. Bye.
Goodbye.
Yeah. So after the fourth video being similar, it's like, yeah, I won't be watching none of them then. Let's have a look at the recommendations and stop removing these sorts of videos. Gotta love it.
Yeah, I just don't get why people feel compelled to have the microphone right in front of their face. It's like, it doesn't even need to be. If it's a good microphone, it doesn't even need to be on screen.
Yeah, and all they do is they're like a little bobbing-head dog trying to peek around their microphone. It's like, really?
Yeah. And then, even worse, they don't look at the camera. It's like, oh, don't get me started.
Yeah, PJ says, wait till you get to his age, Fox. You'll think the body's someone else's with all the aches and pains. Oh, yeah, he thinks he's got it bad now, mate. Bill's come up with a classic. He says, I pee like clockwork every morning at 8 a.m. Unfortunately, I never wake before 9. Yeah.
There's a game called Thank Goodness You're Here.
Oh, right.
Out at the minute, and it's basically a charming little game, but it's set in a fictional northern town.
Yeah.
And there's a scene where there's this locksmith sat at the bar in the pub, and it's something along that he says something along the lines of, every day I have a great big pint, and then I get up and I have a great big wee. Get out of bed, have a great big wee. That's how I start my day. It's been quite good the last few days. I've actually been able just to sleep through without having to get up at silly o'clock for a wee.
I'm lucky like that because I only sleep in short bursts anyway. I never have to wake up to go to the toilet because I'm awake already type of thing. So it's probably why I don't have that issue, because 3 hours of sleep is normally, you know, I'm waking up then.
Yeah. I kind of go to bed like, oh, look, it's 10 o'clock. Brilliant.
Yeah.
I actually slept through rather than getting up at 4 or 5 or 7 or whatever. Although sometimes it's weird. I don't get to bed till, say, let's say 5 or something.
Yeah.
And then I'll wake up at 7 for whatever reason.
Right.
And I'll feel like I've had a full night's sleep.
So.
And I feel like I could just get up now because I feel completely relaxed and refreshed.
Yeah.
And then I go back to sleep. Then I wake up at, say, 10. And I'm like, I feel like I'm Walking Dead.
Yeah.
It's like, what is it about 2 hours that means I suddenly feel refreshed when I'm clearly not?
I've always had that thing where the minute I'm awake, I get up because I know that if I go back to sleep, I'll feel like that. So it's just like, yeah, get up. Because I can always have a nap later in the day if I need one, but
Yeah.
lately sleep is like, yeah.
His teeth.
Yeah, it is unicorn tears, mate. Oh, yeah. There you go. A little bit of edge treatment.
The little white bit's done.
Coming along all right, is it? Coming along all right, is it?
Yeah. A couple of little brown rusty spots, and then all the chipping's done then.
Well, you might want to go and see a doctor about that, mate.
Yeah, rusty brown spots, yeah, now. I look after an 85-year-old. It's water under the bridge.
We'll all be there ourselves at some point.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
It always makes me laugh when I see youngsters mocking old folk. You know, it's like, I wouldn't take the mickey, mate, because that'll be
Before
you
you know
one
it.
day.
It'll be you before, sooner than you think.
And you're going to have some little annoying bogey-infested wise ass running down the road mocking you. Can't wait to sit and watch that.
Yep. I've not heard somebody refer to bogies for such the longest time. Bogies.
Oh, that's better. How are we doing? Actually, I'm going to stand up now because I'm going to preempt it.
He's standing up, PJ, just so you know.
Oh, yeah.
Is that good?
And I'm standing up because it's that infamous old man.
Yeah, your opposite of settling noise. I don't know what the opposite of settling noises are called, but it's the opposite of settling noises.
Absolutely is, mate.
Mm-hmm. So put these little white chips on there now. Once I've done the weathering, they'll just be basically invisible.
There you go, folks. He's putting white chips on there because they're going to be invisible. But they're there.
Visible. I'll know that. The one or two might just show through, and that'll give away that there are others. It's always worth it. It's always worth it.
Oh, yeah.
Let's have a look at chat. There's none. Okay, we're up to date. Sophie Loves RC said a little while ago, off to bed. Good night, everyone. Good night, Sophie.
Thought.
Ooh.
Yeah, night,
a full
Sophie.
night's sleep says, oh, go on.
No, go on, that's all right. You carry on. Worry about me, dear.
PJ says, a full night's sleep, what's that like?
Exactly.
And also, well done, soldier, for you standing up.
Thanks, Paige. I do listen, mate.
He does listen when H is looking straight at him and he can't actually get away with it. Otherwise.
So, you can then go in here. And yeah. Just plop straight in there like that. Get you some of that. Days.
You're doing engineering things.
I am. I'm just installing the radiator. If I can stop shaking long enough so that I don't keep dropping it. But we'll get round that. Just when you thought it was safe to go out, Edward Spannerhands is back. He returns, building the chassis, whilst dropping everything that he picks up on the bench, because it's fun. Bit more in there. Yeah, glue bottle's just there, Cole, but don't worry, mate.
He followed into water. Sorry.
That's all right, mate. Right, so we've got that in, we've got the pipes in, we've got that connected. Oh, happy days all along.
All good?
Yeah, it's coming along, it's getting there. There we go. Bit of platage to go on there. It's around here somewhere. There'll be that one there, Cole, the one that's got the number on, that matches the number on the instructions, mate.
Jeff is in. Jeff Candygram at Mongo.
Lord
says,
Jeffrey of Mongoland, the candy-flavoured variant. The model-making community's very own
Sagan
is here, folks, and he's kindly put in a $10 super chat as well. Welcome, one and all. That was your quote.
I was about to start. We have begun to contemplate our origins, star stuff pondering the stars, organized assemblages of 10 billion atoms, considering the evolution of atoms. There you go.
And thank you very, very kindly, Jeff, as well, mate. It's really appreciated. And it all gets transferred into the 3D printer fund, mate. So a big thank you to everyone that has helped towards that. It is growing nicely. And yes, it is massively appreciated.
Oh, yeah. Good plans, haven't you, for that?
I have, mate. Yeah, it is going to be working its little socks off, bless it.
Oh, yeah. Ain't gonna get no rest. PJ says, wow, a Goons reference. Well done, Fox. I used to listen to the Goons.
Yes, classic comedy of its era.
And apart from that, you can't know Helgen 3.5 without getting constant Goons references from him anyway, so.
Oh, yeah.
That man is the Goons.
He's an encyclopedia of goonage, mate. Yeah. Good old Tony.
Right.
Absolute star, that guy.
That will do for chipping. That'll do, Pig. That'll do.
Words you never thought you would hear from Fox on a live stream.
That is me. I am done with the chipping.
Chipping is complete for now. There will be more later.
Damn it.
Yeah. Thing is, I've been doing so much
my
chipping.
Excitement then.
Got no idea what comes next now. Let's put that back in there.
Right, let's have a looky, Kins. What's next? Number 38.
What comes after chipping? You stand back, light your pipe, and admire your handiwork.
Exactly.
You know, chipping is very much like making love to a beautiful woman. Right, so let's get some.
They're spare tits. Don't want them.
Never want spare tits. It's something most men would never say.
Exactly that.
I could do these exhaust pipes.
Oh, exhaustive. So we did.
Seeing as I've got the brown paint out, which I've just put away. Seeing as I've got the brown paint out.
Bobbins is going chassis. Well done, Bobbins. Jeff says, hi and thanks, PJ. Always good to see you too, buddy. It's nice.
I knew I didn't like Bobbins for a reason.
Oh, how can you not like Bobbins? Oh, you ignoring Bobbins. You're ignoring that nasty, nasty guru on the other side of the screen, mate. Yeah. I don't know. How can you pick on poor little bobbins? Oh. Let's make sure that it's got that on that way round. Yeah, okay. So we can lose that.
Okay, we're going to do this colour first.
You're going to do that colour first, are you, mate?
I'm doing the deciding things. Yes, we're going to do. I've got the Rhinox hide out.
I had a bird like that once. She had a Rhinox hide.
Yeah. If the Rhinox hide is out, you're either painting rusty exhausts, paint chips, or purity seals, one of the three.
Wasn't she an actress? Rusty exhausts.
No, that was purity seals.
Right.
Just do it. Don't think, just do.
Yeah, just do it, mate. Otherwise, you never.
If it goes wrong, you fix it later. Fix it in post. Fix it in post or blame the intern. One of the two. Either is a solid legal get-out clause.
Go there. I'll do. There's one. Jacking that up a bit. So let's build the rear axle and get that done. We can get the leaf springs on and then let all of that set and then have a think about raising the rear suspension. Yeah.
Oh, leaf springs, leaf it out.
So it did there.
It wasn't very good, was it?
It wasn't, mate. It was a bit lame, to be quite
Even
honest.
I know it wasn't very good.
Very disappointed in you.
Yeah.
Thought you had more than that, mate.
Yep.
That's all right.
Try better next time. Try harder next time. Try something a bit different with these exhausts. Normally I just paint them Rhinox hide.
Oh, right.
Do lighter colours, but I've actually watered the Rhinox hide down so that the grey kind of shows through a bit. So it starts off with less of a brown, dark brown, blocky colour. See what happens. So it's more like a kind of glaze, not a glaze, but not a wash either. It's like a contrast, really, maybe. I don't know.
So what you're basically saying is you don't know what it is.
No, I'm just winging it. I can describe it. I just can't tell you.
Absolutely, absolutely. There you go, folks.
It'll have more of a matte base rust metal colour than just being brown.
The detail is in the description, folks.
Yes. I was proceeding in a northerly direction along the main highway when I decided to use a slightly thin brown paint.
Yeah, it's another thing. Be careful, folks, because it's going to be a bit stormy. So just be safe and well wherever you are in the UK, because Lily Savage, the storm, has hit the UK. We've had it quite rough down here today. So it's going to be heading your way, folks. Just be safer.
We had the windy pops last night, about 5 o'clock onwards in the morning.
Yeah, did Mum have some of them sprouts again?
Yeah. I mean, some of those 48 tins of sprouts that she ordered.
Yeah. Have you not got a corner shop of sellingness that you can offload a load to?
No, she managed to somehow acquire ones that were like they had about 3 months left on their lifetime. It was like brilliant, thanks. So they were already like long out of date. I don't know how she managed to do that. I think she maybe didn't buy them off Amazon, but off just some random link she found, and yeah.
Mum.
Pretty sure if I mailed Amazon, they'd be like, hell no, we never sold tin sprouts. That's filth. Who would do that? We would never. Yeah, so they're already like 2 years out of date, sadly. I mean, it wouldn't be so bad just to empty them out into the food bin and then put that into the recycling bin. But it's like, I don't really want to sit there and spend ages opening, because if you've not got pull cords, they open it with a can opener cans.
Yeah.
40 odd cans of sprouts. Because, I want to, achieve things before I die. That's that. Is that the only two exhausts? Exhausts. There's these things. What are these things? I don't know what they are. I shall look at pictures. Pictures.
Yeah, have a look at the pictures of instructions of paintage.
Words and pictures.
Unless, of course, it's Forge World and then you don't get any. See what I did?
No. You just get black and white photographs of like half the components.
Yeah, here's what it may look like.
Yeah. Or the classic, here's a photograph of your kit when you build it. Good luck. Thanks. That's really excellently helpful. I think I can paint over that. It's going to be gold anyway. So.
Yeah. Here's what your Orc Stomper may or may not look like.
Yep. That's one of the funniest things about the Deathcore of Krieg figures. You get a pack of 10, like a squad of 10 dudes, and it just shows you photographs of 5 of them.
Yeah.
Completed. There's no instructions. So you don't know which arms go which torso, and also you don't get a picture for the other half. You only get 5 of them, and there's like 10 separate individual dudes. It's like, that's... If there was a way to be as least helpful as possible, you've managed to double it. I think they're getting better nowadays, though, because they've kind of brought Forge World in, haven't they, to the main thing now, so...
I think it's one of them. It's made it less elitist, isn't it? But
yeah,
it was always a thing that you aspired to Forge World, didn't you? But
yeah, it was a way for them to do their like low demand kits, but it was more of an elite thing because it was resin and hardcore and difficult to do. But yeah, it's kind of just available on the general site now. So
yeah, it's made it less of a target, isn't it? Really, it's a strange one. Because you used to look forward to doing a Forge World build, and
I've still got a bunch of them I need to do building. Bunch, I say. Still got my big Orc kill burster tank that I just can't wait to get. All of them I can't wait to get my hands on and get them built. It's a shame they let all their Orc stuff fall by the wayside, because their Forge World Orc stuff was so much better than the plastic.
Yeah.
It was much more orky. It was like real scrap metal, bits of corrugated stuff, and it's so much more orc-like. Really had that scrap aesthetic.
Yeah, it was a bit of a boo-boo, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, plastic stuff's nice, but it looks too clean and engineered.
It's too refined.
Yeah, like the vehicles they've got, the Kill Burster, the Kill Boom Blaster, Buggy, Squig, all them, they look too well built.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
I do, dear.
They look competent. Whereas ideally, they should look cobbled together.
Exactly. They should look a bit ropey.
The irony is, and the fun thing is, that your kind of scratch builds and your kit bashes are more orky than their orky stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at some of their Forge World stuff. It's more in line with the kind of stuff you build just off your own bat. But then again, you are an orc, so...
I do have a little bit of orc in me, I must admit.
Yep. A little bit of Festa kit basher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Festa kit basher.
Right. Let's turn that.
Orc logic. You know it works because you built it.
Absolutely. I wrote it. I wrote the book.
Oh, yeah. Folks, if you think about putting some actual colour on your model, can you give us all a warning so we can put on our sunglasses? Well, we've got green and white. Now you've got brine. Brine. There won't be a lot. There'll be basically like your metallics and stuff. Whatever the interiors of the hatches will be. Probably I'll do it as a... I don't know if it was a cream white or green of some sort.
Yeah.
Got tools and stuff, but then it's just going to be the tracks, and I think they've both got like a computer screen in the weapons, but it's mostly just metallic, a little bit. And then there's all the gold trim, lots and lots of gold trim. If you've not seen what these actually look like, if I can get the box.
Not seen what they look like, folks. You're about to.
I don't know if I can get it on screen, but it's like that. All the gold trim. Do you see like that? You see, and like that with the lemon ras, yes. So it's all more brassy trim than gold trim, but
yeah, but you've got a bit of a gold fetish, haven't you? Let's be honest.
Yeah,
that's like a bit of gold.
Oh, sure. I like gold, and I'd like to try and get into brassy.
I like these.
I like a nice bit of brassy, trim of a Friday night. Yeah, I think that kind of watered down Rhinoxide as the base coat for Rusty Exhaust just looks a lot better than just painting it Rhinoxide.
It does.
Because it's got a little bit of patchiness and it's almost like a shade in a way. So you've started off with a matte rust base coat. I'm quite pleased with that. I shall make note of that and do that again.
There you go.
It's a bit like the technique of starting off with the dark grey and doing your oil paints, but just starting with this grey, whatever it is. I've forgotten what it is now. Storm Vermin Fur, I think. Storm Vermin Fur. Who's that? Damn, who's that? How are you getting on with yours there, Spud?
All right, mate. All right, geez. All fine and dandy, young dear. All fine and dandy. I am. I'm just on my little own voyage of discovery.
You're in your own little world, aren't you?
I am, mate.
You love it. He's never happy though when he's just combobulating something.
No, I'm just chilling and observing the chat, and yeah, absolutely.
You're in your element.
Yeah. Bill says there is a Del Boy character sitting there working out how he can sell them sprouts that have been sat in a lockup for 1 billion years. Oh, absolutely, mate. Cushy, you know.
Oh, yeah. Vault Tech approved tin sprouts. Post-apocalypse proof. Every time you open one, it plays the little music from the Protect and Survive films. I've got that as my empty trash bin sound on my computer.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why, I just have.
Sad.
I thought I need a sound from empty my trash bin. I'll make it that.
Okay.
Happen to have the sound anyway.
Let us know when you come back from 1994.
Hey, I was pleased there was still something like that you could do in Windows 11. There's so much they've got rid of. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. That's why I backtracked and put Windows 10 back in.
Yeah. Would that I could.
That's easy enough to do. Just get yourself a $10 license key and download a copy of Windows 10. It's easy enough to do.
I'm done now anyway, so.
Just because it came with that on there, don't mean to say you got to keep it, mate.
No, true, but it's just a case of being bothered now. It's in, it's done.
Well, Dad, stop complaining about it then.
Oh, I can still complain. I can still whinge about it.
Because I will just say to you, roll it back.
Roll it back. So many things that have just changed.
Yeah.
Any other exhaust pipes? I don't think so.
Edward Leonard is in. He said, someone said Forge World, ? He said, my ears were ringing. There you go. King of the Squishies is amongst us. Hello, Edward. I hope you're keeping well, mate. Lovely to see you, mate. Lovely to see you.
Squishies giving out. Lovely
Absolutely.
to see you, mate.
Always nice to see you, fella.
Yes.
Right.
This thing's got exhaust as well, hasn't it? Oh, yes, it does. Yes. Lovely. I'm not buying anything for the record, says Edward.
Yeah,
Lies.
right. Of course you're not. Yeah. Would we do that to you, Edward?
Yeah.
Trust us.
Because there's no way if you went onto the website now and looked at the kill burst attack that you'd be for. You'd be like, I don't want to buy that.
Exactly.
But I thought you'd be fine because you won't want it. You won't like it. It won't appeal to you at all. You can safely look at that one. In fact, it's twice as high as a Bane blade.
Yeah, we wouldn't do that to you, mate. You know, it's we're your friends, mate. You can trust us.
I can hear Festa going for the share screen button as we speak, but we wouldn't do that to you.
I wouldn't do that to you, mate. Last victim we had was PJ, wasn't it, with the Tail Mantra?
Yeah. Look at that on his shelf now. He's never going to finish that, is he?
So, yeah. I'm sure he'd get us back. It's actually, do believe. Let's just check.
Is that closed? That's closed.
Let's just double check the length. The length is there.
Longer.
I do like it when paint behaves and it goes exactly where you put it.
Oh, yeah, it makes it all
nice
worthwhile, doesn't it?
There's just some days where the paint just is so cooperative. It makes painting a dream. I've got to tell you, since the day I started doing brush painting, those a few years ago, I've never been as happy doing models.
Yeah.
I've been like coming from the days of airbrushing everything, and it's like I've never been as happy as when I started doing brush painting. It's weird.
Lovely. Pleased for you.
Yeah, it's like I found a whole extra new hobby that wasn't there before. It's like,
Yeah. PJ has put in the £12.34 super chat there. Lots of 1p coinages for the 3D printer. Bungle. Thank you very, very, very much, PJ, for your generosity there, mate. It is massively appreciated.
He's a lovely fella.
Yeah, it really is, mate. And yes, it's coming along nicely, mate. It's going to be fun. I've got to move my cabinet at the end of the man cave to make room, raise it up so that I can have the clearance that I need. But yeah. So thank you very, very much. It's massively appreciated.
What are you going to do with the other ones? Keep them for like rough stuff, or give them
yes.
to your lad, or?
Yeah, I know Lex has got his eye on them, so.
Yeah. Dear. Tickly cough.
Yeah. Because he wants to get into doing some minis and things like that and printing, so.
Yeah. You'll still use them for your utility stuff, won't you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Bits and bobs.
Oh, yeah, there's still life left in them. There's a lot of life left in them.
Just for a different purpose, that's all.
Yeah. Yeah, because like I say, small print jobs and that, you'll just use that print bed for, and then the bigger prints are what you're going to use, the big super duper. Yeah.
Yeah, for your brush holders and stuff and things, equipment, you're not going to use it on that.
They're done on filament printer, mate. Yeah. So they're two different things, Fox. But yeah. All the bench stuff is plastic. All the detail stuff's resin.
Excuse me. Yeah, that's what I meant with the other printer, because now you've got the resin and the PLA one. So.
But when you said glue holders and that, they're done on a filament printer, mate.
No. Can I get the brush in there? Yeah, go on.
There you go, big old prop shaft there.
Prop shaft.
One.
I kicked him in the prop shaft. He never came back.
Yeah.
That's that done. Looking pretty good. I like this watered down.
You like that watered down brine oxide, don't you, mate?
Yeah.
Francoise and Marion is in saying hello. Hello, Francoise. How are you? Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome to our little world.
Yeah.
You are most welcome, young man.
Yeah. That little salute he gives you reminds me of going back to all the Elite Dangerous forums.
Exactly. It's been a while since I've seen the salute. So, yeah, welcome.
Evening, Commander.
Absolutely.
Bill says, just remember, if prints go wrong, you don't want to be resentful.
Oh, see what you did there?
Yeah.
I see what you did.
Yeah. I'm just going to go get some water.
Yeah, no worries, mate. No worries. You go and get some water. Absolutely. Yeah, resentful. I see what you did there. There you go. A man of many puns is our Bill. Okay, and then that goes over there. Like that. Right.
Francois says, hello. Enjoying the waffle and the Lehman Russ. We excel in waffle. Waffle is what we do.
Absolutely. Well, I say we. Yeah.
Now, you can waffle just as well as I can.
When I can get a word in, dear.
Yeah, that's taken as read. Right, what's that?
Get that in there. That. And then we can get a bit of extra fin down in there.
It's supposed to be copper.
Oh.
I'm going to disagree respectfully with Games Workshop here. These things here are
paint it how you want.
Well, these things here are supposed to be copper or gold, but I think they look more like rusty kind of heat radiator type things, which looks much better. So I'm going to do rusty.
There you go. I am sure their R&D department will change the instructions in the morning, mate.
They should do. It will be the right thing to do.
Because the GNU has spoken.
Mm-hmm. They just look like something that would be like, they look better as a rusty kind of cowling rather than, I don't know, that's what I've always seen them as.
It's another actress I remember well, Rusty Cowling. Lovely girl.
Goldie tint.
Yeah, she was a waitress at a cocktail bar in Bognor.
that capital of culture.
Capital of culture, Bognor.
Yeah. That Las Vegas of the, wherever it is. Yeah. Middle. Where is Bognor?
Down south.
South?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's Vegas of the South Coast, Bognor Regis.
God, I wouldn't have described it as Las Vegas, but yeah, Bognor's, Bognor's Bognor. Yeah. Mm. A place of uniqueness.
Yeah.
That's going somewhere in there like so.
Always makes me laugh when they call Blackpool the Las Vegas of the North, and it's like, do they sell like fish and chips in Las Vegas on a cold, windy beach? I'm sure they don't.
Yeah, does make you wonder, doesn't it?
Blackpool's ace, but my God, it can be depressing. Blackpool is what happens when you apply grim up north to a holiday destination. It has its charms, don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah, it's got its charms and its uses.
I have a deep love for Blackpool. We used to go there every year. Was somebody to visit the UK, for example, it might not be the kind of place you recommend they go to.
No.
On a day trip. Not unless they're staying for a very long time and can sacrifice one of the days. Edward says, Bill, do you come with a drum kit that goes...
He should do.
Yeah. He says, I try my best, but it never works, so you get what you get.
He is the king of pungularity. I'll give him that.
Yeah. Francois says, I do a gold with a red ink, like red coiled wire in a brassy Tesla coil. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Pretty good, I think, for that bit.
Sounds like a nice technique, that, mate.
Yeah.
We do have some talent in the chat.
I already knows again tonight. Good God. I should be pun-ished, says Bill. Oh, God.
I see what you did there. 1000 XP, mate.
Mm-hmm.
You can have that. 1000 XP, buddy.
Yep. He's not specifying if it's plus or minus 1000 XP, but it's definitely 1000 XP. Right, what else have we got? There's nothing else I particularly want to do rusty coloured just yet. Do the tracks till later.
I do like the sound of that technique with a clear orange, actually. It does sound quite interesting. Yeah.
Let us do some silver. I think it's time for the silvers.
Yeah, Edward says, sounds like something to try, Francois. Exactly. This is the beauty where, like I say, you know, we all use certain techniques, and then, like, say you get a comment in the chat, you think, oh, actually, yeah, I like the sound of that.
You know what colour it's time for now, Festa?
Gold.
Lead Belcher.
Well, Lead Belcher, then.
Lead Belcher. And Bill says, "Babum-tish," after he said he should be punished.
He's bad, isn't he?
Now, they always say you shouldn't do metallics on your wet palette, but I don't care.
You don't care, you're hardcore, aren't you?
I don't listen to they.
Right, so we got that stage up to scratch. So I'm happy with that. Not putting the exhausts on yet. Front axle, need to have a think about.
Yep, that tune's in my head now.
Okay.
Pistons.
It is telling us to have a look at this lot now. So we can start by dismantling this now because it's done its job. So we can lose all the tape now. Because I used that for guidance last time in because I wanted to try and test fit all the sides to do the cut on the turret. We don't need to do that now, do we? So that's all done.
That is all done.
A good tailor will always know the cut of your turret.
I certainly did there.
Don't know why that just came into my head.
I really worry about you, you know.
Yeah. I'm doing this lead belcher coat, but this will get covered in shades and normal and stuff, so this doesn't need to be shiny. It's just the base silver coat.
Okay, glad to know that, mate.
Well, explain to the people who are watching.
No, I know, I know.
Ball joint.
Pins. Don't need them. Don't need that. All of those bits and bobs in there. Edward says, I do metallics on my wet palette because they dry out like every other acrylic paint. Exactly, mate.
Yep. Yeah, there's nothing worse than putting a doddy of metallic paint down and then within 5 minutes it's just dried up. But I tend to like throw my palette paper away after that painting session, so it doesn't get a chance to bleed into my sponge anyway. I certainly wouldn't do it if I was leaving the palette for days and days, because then it would bleed through, but it's going to be gone by the end of the night. I think one of my neighbours just exploded.
Oh, really?
I heard like a next door. Whatever it was, something just went catastrophically wrong, I think.
Oh, dear.
Yes.
As long as they're all right.
Yeah, that'll be fine. They do have a cat, so I suspect there was probably some sort of pushing an edge scenario.
Put on there. Yeah, so I'm going to decal that in there. What's the point? Right. World's tiniest bit somewhere. Oh, there it is.
One of my favourite steps at the end of a paint job is to go back over the silvers, which are now all matte and weathered, with like iron breaker or something, and just make those real silver highlights.
Yeah, just a bit of edge highlighting, a bit of dry brushing.
Yeah, on pistons where it's all clean and so they look all shiny. Those true metals, whatever they're called from AK, are really good for that.
Yeah. You just put a light source on there, can't you, down the edge?
Yeah. Yeah. So you get your nice matte silver underneath it and then the shiny bit.
Brings it together nicely.
I watched a video the other day where there was somebody, they were painting the standard Sentinel Walker.
Oh, right, yeah.
And they spent ages painting all the pistons and stuff. They did them all silver and put the washes and things on. And then they got to there and they painted and they put all the metallic, because it had gone matte with all the weathering and everything. And they painted all the highlights on the metallic bits. It looked beautiful. And then they matte varnished it. And I'm like, oh, that was what? Yeah,
that was a bit.
Yeah, that was a bit. What was it? Didn't think that one through, did you? It's very strange. It's like, what was the point of redoing all your metallics if you're going to matte varnish it? Do that after. Before even.
You do see some strange choices made, but then, you know, it's independent, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's how people want to do it. Good luck to them. It's their build. Yeah. It's their model.
Yep.
That's what we always say.
Is that tube or is that piston? I think that's tube. A gentleman should always know his tube from his piston.
Yes. So he did there.
What's the thing that the piston goes into called? Is that the shaft?
Bore.
I don't know what the word is.
What are you on about? The hole?
Yeah, the cylinder it goes
Oh,
into.
yeah, cylinder bore, mate.
Is it the cylinder? All right, cool.
Yeah.
I don't know such things, you see.
That's manly engineering, isn't it, mate? Mind you,
Yeah, I
you
don't
did
know
do
about
manly engineering recently on something, didn't you? So,
Did I? I think I blanked that out. I must have been terrified.
yeah, it was very recent as well.
I don't know what it was now.
Don't know, but you did make a point of messaging me about it. I did manly engineering stuff. I was like, my God, proud of you, soldier.
Oh, I can't remember. Damn, I've forgotten. The one time I did something manly.
Blew me away as well at the time. I was like, no, bless them.
Was it also possible just a little bit grown up as well?
I think there might have been grown-upness, yeah.
Ooh, really should have tried to remember that then. Damn. Curses.
I'm sure if you scroll through your messenger, you'll see it.
You see what you're asking there then, don't you?
It saves me having to do it.
Yeah. Right. This one now.
Let's have that on there. Yeah. We'll go to laugh too, mate, if that's all right.
Yeah, works for me. I'm good.
That just gives everyone an heads up in the chat as well. I shall stand up again momentarily, but
Yeah.
yeah, if we go to laugh past 2, that'll be fine.
All right.
Okay. Pedals of pedalness in. Okay, let's get the seat of seatness in, because this is all going to be painted up at some point. I haven't decided yet on any colour scheme. It's going to be probably a lot of a rust base going down and all of that. So
Whatever pops into your mind at the time, innit?
I will probably build it so that the bottom pops off, so I can paint all the inside and all of that, and then just raise that up into the echelons of the chassis. What?
All right, Wayne.
Lord Bartley III says time for bed. Said buddies and night all. See you later, Lord Bartley. Thanks for popping in, my friend. Francois says if you're going to give it a try, it's white in the cracks, brown over the cage, a gold brass over the brown, red ink in the cracks and gaps. Oh, nice one.
Oh yeah, to give it a reddy glow. I get you. I know what you mean now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, to give it like a red heat glow.
Nice technique. I like that. I like the sound of that.
Yeah. Yeah. I shall consider that. I wasn't actually going to put a heat glow in there, but thinking about it.
That's what I said before. You get some suggestions sometimes that pop up in the chat, and you're like, actually, yeah, that is really going to work. So
yeah, because there's no specification of what those tubes and things are. So yeah.
Exactly.
Interesting. Oh, you like your nice bit of glow?
I had heard. Nice girl works down the butcher's on the corner. So I did.
High maintenance, but worth it.
So he did there. Scratch that quite deep as well. So I want that to look, when I paint it, a bit worn and a bit decrepit. So put deeper scratches in it when I then go over it with a sander.
Worn and decrepit. It's the way to be.
And I then apply washes and things later on, it will look a bit gnarly, a bit worn. That's the theory.
Worn and decrepit is the most fun.
Yeah, decrepit detritus and gubbins. I like gubbins.
All the Festa words.
Oh yeah, gubbins is a word of wisdom. It's got gubbins. That can mean
It's
anything.
an official orc word as well, that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Gubbins and know-whats.
Someone said once, how many bottles of paint have you got? Lots, because there's more than 6.
Yeah.
Anything more than 6 is lots in orc.
How to count like Festa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, lots.
Absolutely.
Or, depending on the situation, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, mine.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll work.
Yep.
Just give that a tweak of
How many were there? Mine.
Absolutely. This is why I couldn't have a model shop, because everything in the shop would be mine.
He just sent a tax form to the HMRC just saying lots.
Yeah. How many things have you sold? None. Why? Because it's all mine. All of it. Everything. Man.
Now, people aren't buying it. They're just borrowing it, and they leave some money with me, so they bring it back.
Yeah, they're only renting it, mate.
Oh, hello, matron. Ooh, kebab burps.
Oh, kebab burp. Oh. You could have a spider pig burp.
Spider pig burp. Ooh.
So that'll then sit on there. Happy days. We're not going to glue or adhere this anywhere yet. Want a weather and paint this off the chassis.
I don't like the word adhere. I don't know why.
Oh, I won't use it again then.
No, it just seems like a clumsy. You know, like some words are nice and some words adhere just seems like a clumsy word. I don't know why.
Right, then. I'm not only a Londoner, I'm clumsy. Okay.
No, I'm just saying the word.
It's all right.
It's like some words are pretty.
You know, I don't mind.
But, you know,
insults me manner. Now he's insulting me words. That's all
squish
right.
is a nice word.
It's okay. I'm over it. Honest. Trust me. I'm over it. Fruit of tears, Cole. Come on.
Fruit of tears.
She'll be up soon. I can grass him. She'll take his side anyway.
Hey.
Don't pick on the well-spoken man.
I told my wolf that if she doesn't get up early tomorrow, I'll grass her up to Auntie Winnie.
Oh, good man. What'd she say?
Auntie Winnie is now deployed as a threat for grassing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good man.
It sometimes worked.
Win will be happy as a hog in slop, mate.
She was disappointed the other day, and I was like, have a swiggy of juice. She went, no, I don't want some. Have a swiggy of juice, don't want some. I'll grass you up to Auntie Winnie.
Yeah. Do you know Winnie will love that?
Oh, yeah.
He'll be like, yeah.
That's right. It's the way forward.
Oh, she's just, yeah. I get mentioned on the big telly, she says. She told her hairdresser. My mum was like, I could just imagine her sat there bragging away. She said, loving every minute of it. Bless her. Yeah.
So adorable, isn't it?
It is. It's lovely. You're watching, Win. Bless you. Because she watches it back. It's ironic that my 90-odd-year-old aunt sits and watches this show back. It's bless her.
Because your mum doesn't watch, does she? She's
yeah, my mum's watched in the past. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's not fussed about being mentioned or anything. But
no, she don't. Yeah.
Auntie Winnie likes it.
Yeah, my mum's like, yeah, I don't care what they do. She says. She's like.
The real question, of course, is what does Auntie Winnie think about you doing all these models, painting and stuff?
About time he found something to calm him down would probably be a phrase. Be honest. Yeah, should be like, yeah. That time he did something to calm me down. Winnie would probably try and get Alan to do it, to be honest with you. Give him something to chill him out.
Alan would say?
Well, I think you'd have to be careful because it's got emphysema in it. So.
That's true.
So I suppose some of the fumes of some of the products might be problematic. I don't know. Would have thought so. I mean, I know people with asthma that struggle.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't be a good idea.
But I could just imagine. I don't actually think you'd have the patience. I could just imagine the wealth of the swear box would be a good earner. I
Maybe
need to
Auntie
encourage
Winnie
it. Get yourself a swear box out. Anything you put in there's mine. I've been minted, mate.
I was about to say, Auntie Winnie probably recommend it just purely to get him to fill up a swear box, so she'd have the money.
Oh, she'd have to, Al. Easily. A Winnie Wibble. Ah, Winnie Wibble. There you go.
Be mortgage, you'd be paid.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's been a while since I've heard her have a good old moan like that.
It's always the way, though, and it's tiny little old ladies that do the best everything, like rants and wibbles and swearing.
Definitely, all day long, mate.
Nothing better than a tiny, tiny little old lady letting rip.
The thing is people see them coming towards them and they go, oh, them pair of old bints there, oh, they lovely. Don't even think it, folks.
Yeah.
Because, you'll just instant regret. Yeah.
Box. There's my box. There's my box. It's actually silver on here. Oh, those are. Okay.
Oh, right, okay. It's all built around that. Right. Okay, let's figure that out then. We could.
Some weapons. I need a weapon.
Yeah, we could add the entire.
Master Chief, sir.
Frame onto there. But not attach it to that. That's what we reckon.
Attach your bits.
Is that on there? Do I fit that? Let's have a think. Yeah. Do I fit that on?
I think I don't need
It's going to sit somewhere like that. That poking in there. There. And it can come up. Mind you, I want to get in and paint the engine, don't I? Yeah. I won't do it that way because that'll obscure my view. So, right. That's going to go there, there, and there. Bring that down. So yeah, we could. Can we? Yeah. Let's have a bit of that. None of that. But the back and front panel will. He says. Like that. Like that and like that. And then that'll come around a happy day.
Festa's the only person in the world that could release a model build as both a book, a video, and an audiobook. It's great.
Yeah, sorry for my ramblings, folks.
I love it. It's what we love.
Oh, I'm going to slap that in there like that.
Slap it in on.
Yeah, that. Okay. Okay, so let's get a bit of.
Ooh. Sounded fun.
Yeah, a bit of that. There. my adhesive tip around there. Because I need to build all of that and then have the bottom so that it pops off. That's what we want.
Nothing worse than when your bottom pops off.
Exactly.
Unexpectedly.
Get that in there, like that. Use some of him. You'll then go around there like that. Slap you in there.
Set some time aside to work on this outside of live streams, but
what that round is rump. There you go.
Ramp.
Yeah, Larry.
I like to rump it.
So he did there. And that'll enable me to splay that apart, pop that out, paint everything in there. Yeah, that'll work.
It often interests me how, like, Games Workshop models, when they're on the box art, are always painted to be sort of clean.
Yeah,
with
nothing's
the tiniest bit of...
Yeah.
Go on.
No, you carry on.
I was going to say, like, with the tiniest bit of chipping here and there, but Forge World, they're always painted to be weathered, like they're just battered military equipment.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a shame GW don't do that on the plastic kits. Weathered box art.
Yeah, it does make you wonder.
Yeah. But I guess they're aiming the plastic stuff at less experienced, aren't they? And the Forge World at experienced, so...
Yeah, I mean, you know, are they looking at tabletop ready and parade ready or battle, you know, damage? I don't know. What would I know? I'm only a Festa.
Many things.
Shh, don't tell everyone.
You know at least 3 things about worms. Oh, no, that's me.
That's you, that is.
One, they're wiggly. 2, they're awesome.
They are the best thing
3,
ever, aren't they?
3, they are your friends.
I reckon you could lose that along there. What do you reckon? Yeah, go for it. PJ
Maybe there's
goes
a creature. Gabbins. If ever there's a creature that you find in your house that you should always rescue and not kill, it's worms. Worms are important.
Bill says, talking to birds that work down the butchers, my first girlfriend Zoe, big lass, kind of scary, trained as a butcher out of school and is now an NHS theatre nurse. True story. Now that is a good story.
Apply the skills you've learned to a new career. Makes sense.
Exactly. Why not, at the end of the day?
Yeah, we're all just made of meat, to quote the play. Yeah, it's weird. It's like you look at the Forge World stuff and it's all like weathered tanks and dusty and dirty, like proper grown-up model kits.
Yeah.
But I suppose if they did that for the plastic kits, it might put beginners off because they'd be like, oh, I can never do it that well.
Yeah, exactly. And it gets back to Revell and SWAT Soldier, doesn't it? Keep it simple.
Yeah.
And newbies will pick the kit up, buy it, and have a go. So.
Yeah. Well, I remember one of the employees of Games Workshop once talking about the hobby trumpet.
Yeah.
Where you latch onto people when they're beginning, so you give them the simplest tools, and then as they get more experienced, you can start selling them the good stuff.
Upselling them.
Yep.
That's trick of retail, isn't it?
Hobby trumpet.
It's true thing though. When you look at most of the retailers, good, better, best, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know.
Well, he kind of demonstrated it by saying, if you look at a trumpet, you've got the wide bit of the thing where everybody who's got no abilities is. And then as you get towards the people with their better skills, it gets narrower and narrower.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just like the phrase hobby trumpet. You're a hobby trumpet.
Absolutely. Thanks for reminding me what a trumpet is.
No, I meant in terms of the hobby trumpet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why it was called a trumpet.
Oh, right, okay.
In case people didn't know why it was called a trumpet. I mean, the hobby trumpet. You know what I mean.
You made your point, dear. There you go, bit of that in there. Bearing in mind, most of this is going to be covered up with the rest of the greebles that come out of the greeble box, but this is just to give this a little bit of rigidity. I've got to go around and weld it all together then. There you go.
Gentlemen, get rigid. Wait.
Absolutely. Edward says, maybe. He said, haven't been building much lately. Mojo on vacay, trying to get into some video games. He's having a problem reading the tutorial text because it's microscopic. Don't they get old men to play games too? They should, mate, because these instruction books are in the world's most microscopic font imaginable. It's like, yeah. Damn these youngsters and their young man eyes.
That's the one of the saving graces of playing console, not PC, is that the UIs are like scaled up for console users on TV, so they're a lot bigger usually.
Yeah.
Whereas you play a game on a PC and it's like your UI is like tiny. I'm like, oh God, I can't read that.
Yeah. And you've been playing on PC a lot lately, haven't you, through Steam? So.
Yeah, I've been fiddling around with it. Use it for old games and stuff. I can't get on console. It's nice to play Cyberpunk with all the full ray tracing on, but at the same time it's 1080p, so it's like, which is fun on a 1080p monitor. But
that's that. That's handy. There is a front panel. God, I could stiffen that up nicely. That sounded wrong, didn't it?
You said stiff.
I did. Oh, is that an option? Oh, no, don't tell me I've got an option. Agreeable.
That was a bad move, wasn't it? Telling you got an option.
Yeah, that's agreeable. You can have it open or closed. It's going to be open. You're not going to have it closed.
Yeah.
That's another greeble I've got. Yay!
Please build this interior and then do the hatches closed.
Yeah, it's like, really? You know, you're optional extra. It's like, yeah, that'll be utilised in other areas of the build.
Extra, yes. Optional, no. I don't think so.
Don't do options.
Fine.
That's with the flap up. So let's cut the flap off. Have you some of it?
Get your flaps up.
Awesome. This poor kit doesn't know what it's in for, does it? It really is a shame, isn't it? You think, oh, bless it.
Well, no, because you take a kit to a whole new level of awesomeness that it never would have imagined before then.
Yeah, like bless its little heart.
It's too big.
So we got that.
La la dog. La 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 la.
I'd worry about you. You need to get out a lot more.
I'm painting my tools.
Have you a bit of that? Okay. That, flat, that, and then that can go on. Happy days. It's in.
Probably add wooden handles to these later, but I'll just get them metallic for now. start with.
I'm sure it'll be epic.
Eh.
Come on. There you go. How are we looking? That'll stiffen up nicely. The first words heard by H after the wedding ceremony. Yeah. Yeah. Had the world's bumpiest road trip to Italy on the bike, which was fun.
You stayed on the bike there?
Yeah, when we arrived, we got gifted champagne because we was newlyweds. Someone, I won't say who, but she decided to drink both bottles of champagne rather rapidly and spent the first 2 days in the hotel room with the world's worst hangover.
Oh.
So it was quite funny. Proper minging she was, mate.
Is that a good sign when the woman you've just married drinks 2 bottles of champagne straight away?
Well, not being funny, mate. Your sarcastic wit there. We've been together 35 years, mate, so it must have been all right. So, yeah, I don't think we've done too bad, mate. We proved a lot of the doubters wrong.
Yeah.
All those it wouldn't last doomsayers. Yeah, here we are. Sitting there. How could you not have the flap open?
Open your flaps. Open your flaps for the Emperor.
I do believe that Warlord stuff came with some teensy-wincy little figures as well. So. But of course, I've got grots and stuff like that. But I honestly don't know which direction to go. Dystopian grot, dystopian... Oh, I don't know. Or do I just do something totally non-Warhammer related? Who knows?
It will speak to you as it comes together.
That's why I'm building as I am at the moment, because it's once it's done vanilla, I shall prime it, and then it will be sat on said shelf where I wait for it to talk to me.
Yeah. Whispering to you quietly.
Yeah, and it'll tell me what it wants. This is what happens. The kit tells me what it wants, not what I want. At least that's what I tell myself anyway.
Tells you what it needs to be complete.
Yeah, it tells me what it wants me to do to it. So, yeah. Come on, hands, you can do this. Think, there you go, we got there in the end. All right, well, what jaunty angle do we want that out? Let's figure this out. You know, I might have nailed that already. Let's have a look. It needs to come down a tad.
Jaunty angles are the best angles.
There you go. Jaunty angle applied. That sound was the sound of a slightly sticky door hinge.
Ooh, hinge.
And you're going to flatten it down your book. There you go.
Do you know, when sticking a door hinge is very much like making that.
Let's get a bit more glue on there, actually. Do that again. There you go. We try again, folks. Let's put that on the model. Right there. Try again. Come on, you twitchy fucker. Really?
Emmett's hands, just what a man needs.
Yeah.
Spend many hours going around this with my fiberglass pen, getting off all the glue marks, but hey, you know, I build how I build with what I've got to build with.
Yeah. It's like you've said before, it's a plastic model. Everything can be fixed, cleaned up.
There you go. Right, you twitchy little gits, you didn't win. They challenge me and keep me occupied at every opportunity, but they didn't win.
They task me, and I shall have them.
They vex me at times, they really do.
Mm.
You should have heard me. I was putting a part work episode together the other day, and it was like a woodpecker was in the room. All you could hear was as the screwdriver was tap, tap, tapping, trying to get the screws in. It was like, yeah. It's like, really? But, like you say, you've got to soldier on with it.
Yeah, but with what you got.
I was giggling away. H was like, what are you laughing at? I said, did you hear that woodpecker? She said, what woodpecker? I said, talking about my hands. And she went, she says, don't worry about it. You've got to laugh. Right. So he said, that should stiffen that box up now. That sounded wrong.
Here all week.
Bottom of that will pop out and that'll let me paint the interior. Can't fit the rear axle yet until I decide what I'm going to do with the wheels and etc.
Yeah, with your funky half-track ideas.
Yeah, I kind of like that idea actually. So I'm going to go with it. So that's going to roughly sit something like so. I would definitely wrap the half-track things at the front there, give it something different.
Yeah.
In all of this.
It looks different even just from the idea of the half-track with the tracks at the front, not the back. It's like,
yeah, it's going to be incorporated there. I can scribe the Harris out of that, angle that down to join onto this, and then I can then make closing panels. I'll do it old school where you basically stretch the tape across both surfaces and draw the shape it makes and then cut that out of styrene. That will give me the shapes I want, because there's going to be quite a few angularities on there. So this frame will then be removed once I've made them plates. I just need to gauge the height. Do I stay at the same height or do I lift it up a tad so that I can bring panels in better? I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
It's all to play for. It's all to be decided.
But our turret on the top of the turret worked, so I'm happy with that. And probably glue that together next. I've got to put my mantle in yet. So I need to check my Tiger Tank build to keep the correct one for it. And then I use the greeble one for that.
So
that's the theory.
The brushes?
Yeah, always at that time. Yeah, we're getting close to coming up to half past. So we'll be departing at half past. A26. Front armour plate and door. Now, are we opening that or are we keeping it shut? I reckon keep it shut because it's going to be in transit. So it'll go in there. So I'm happy with that. I'll let this all cure before I put the door in because I don't want to squeeze it. Not with my clumsy paws this evening. So
away.
They can live there.
See, no metallic contamination.
Edward's going to have one of those fits in a minute because I'm cleaning the bench again, Edward, as I'm building, mate. I know.
Oh, look at that. I love the engine on that.
Go on.
I like the little sort of slot for the viewing port for the driver. It just looks kind of real post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, it's different, isn't it?
Yeah, I like that.
Good little kit, mate. It really is. And this is the Copper State Models kit. I'll go to the lid again in a sec. I'll just pack all my shizzle away. Because I like to keep a clean bench now. I'm still clearly ill, PJ. But I think parts of him are probably very proud of me for maintaining it.
You've done pretty well the last few weeks.
So that's that. Let's bring that all into shot. That's the radiator grill. That's going on the top. That's a Tiger Tank turret with a turret on it, because why not? As Bill said earlier, it's got turrets. And then obviously that's how it came, for those that don't know. That was what Fox got me birthday. But it's going to be slightly modified or festerized, whatever you want to call it, or ruined.
Fested.
Yeah, as enemies of Festa would say, ruined. But hey, I don't care about them.
Well, they're telling us hacks. So.
And then obviously, bless her, Sophie sent me this during the week. Sophie RC, bless her. So a big thank you to Sophie. And she reached out to me literally straight after the frolic last week and said, I've had a thought. What about if I ship you this, would you be able to utilise anything? And she sent me a couple of pictures. I went, oh, them half tracks, front suspension. So and this is a little Warlords kit. Let's just remove it from its bag. And it builds up into a bit like a grief or gripe, however you would pronounce it, into a little half track. But when I saw these little half tracks, I just thought, you know something, if they was round the other way, that would make a really good set of front half tracks for the front suspension. And they're not a bad size, actually. I chopped one off the sprue.
Yeah.
Before
the
we
28mm scale, so they should be perfect.
And it's going to go, actually, if you look at the lower rear hole there where they actually fit in, I'm thinking of fitting them to that, lopping this bit off, and using this whole section underneath here on a disc as a steerable front end. That's the theory. So I'm going to lop one off, lay it next to it, and see what folks think. Now,
like some kind of,
go on.
I was going to say like some kind of Arctic vehicle, isn't it? Then it's got like the tracks.
Engineering-wise, there's going to be someone that will go, oh, you'll find that it probably wouldn't steer, probably not interested. It's going to be dystopian thing that's been act about. If it steers, it steers. If it don't, it don't. It's not my problem. I'm not driving it. But, But see what I mean? I think that'll work underneath the front end of that.
Oh, yeah. That's good, isn't it?
You know what I mean? And sorry, my camera's quite far away there. But you get where I'm going.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but yeah.
I see that engine, I'm thinking, oh, take the engine out, put a Gatling gun there instead.
It's just that now I've glued it in, but there you go. But yeah.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Yeah. But I think that'll work well.
Yeah.
So that's the plan, folks. A big thank you to Sophie RC.
Yeah. Top points to Sophie.
Jeff says, when it comes to coal, there's no such thing as slightly modified. Do you think I'm getting carried away again, Jeff? Is that what you're telling me? I like getting carried away. But again, this is the difficult stage, both for me and probably for the viewer as well. Is because obviously you've got different kits, different things, all different colours. But once it gets primed and it goes back to being one base colour, that's when I then put it on the turntable and let it talk to me, because it'll start feeding in ideas for the paint scheme and weathering and other bits that may need to be added, like ladders. How would someone get up to the turret? Would they be able to go inside, or do I just put a ladder on his Aris? Yep. So I get to a certain point where this will be primed and ready to be painted. And then it'll just be put to one side so that I can get a feel for it. And I may probably end up dropping it down and adding more greebles to it. I don't know yet. But that track will actually go on the other side because it's got the taper facing forward. But you kind of get what I mean, though. I think that will work. Because what I could do then is, to be really silly, is you could have a chain coming off one corner that goes through that window that hooks to the steering wheel, and the same the other side. So when they turn the wheel, you get where I'm going. Yeah,
because it's proper post-apocalyptic, just cobbled together stuff in it. So.
Yeah.
It's all fair game.
Bill says you're going to need a Gasland's backstory. Right, what you got here, right, is you got two geezers here that got cast away by society because they was a bit nuts. And they've been left to go and travel the wastelands looking for civilization and be accepted and all of that rubbish. And, yeah. So I think there can be all kinds of things added to this, like that door I want to have open, but have a little walkway with someone, like a little character probably trundling along to go to the ladder to get up to this to fire the gun. Instead of opening a hatch inside, they didn't think about it, see? So he's got to walk all the way around out there, risk getting shot just to fire a gun. Why not?
Do you think that door would look good with a turny valve rather than a handle?
Yeah, it can't have a handle, mate.
Yeah, it's got a valve on it.
Got to have a proper...
Yeah.
And I do happen to have some of them spare in the Greebles box, mate.
Good lad. Edward says it looks like a front-wheel drive snowmobile. And when he says that, if you cast your mind to all those kind of weird 1940s and 50s Russian snow vehicles that they came out with.
Actually, it kicks in for the paint scheme.
Yeah, it's got that kind of weird...
A post-nuclear apocalyptic snowstorm with all kinds of... Yeah.
Yeah, nuclear winter type thing.
That's the word or phrase I was looking for.
Nuclear winter.
Bobbin says, will it have a 3D printed gridded Festa head mounted on the bonnet? Oh, there's an idea.
Ah.
Yeah, there is an idea. But yeah, I don't know, it's got to be Festa, did it? I mean, poor old Fox, bless him, sent me this, and here I am cutting it to bits. It goes against my mantra. It's the first time I've ever done this, but I made sure I had his permission to do it, because I'm really quite anal when I get gifts. I always ask the person what they would like me to do. It's like dear old Wendy, who sadly we lost this year, sent me some bikes, and I would never chop them up and get the saw out and do bizarre things because I'm respectful for the person that's paid the money to send me it. So, but when Fox said you can Festerize it, you can do what you want with it, I was like, you giving me the nod. Once I got that, I'm happy to do it, but it's just my respect mantra. It's how I live my life.
Well, that's the funny thing, because I said to Festa, basically, I was looking for something to get for his birthday, and I'm scrolling through models like, no. Oh, and I saw that and was like, my brain went, no, Festa could have some fun with
that. It's got Festerization written all over it.
It was never intended that he built it as the. I'm like, yeah, he's gonna. It was the roll bars on the front or whatever the hell they are. That was the thing that was like, yeah, Festa can play with that.
But that's the tray that the suspension lives on, and I'll tell you something. It's the perfect width because once that goes underneath there, it's got
almost the same colour as well.
Yeah, it's kind of got the tracks on it. Let's try and lift that up together. Let's take that off a minute, but it's quite the perfect length.
Yeah, you can easily make some. You can easily make or print some matching chassis parts to go on there.
Absolutely. Let's snooze that a minute. But yeah, so that part will come off, so I keep that angle there. And then obviously these all then sit up under there. Be steerable with their own set of wheel arches underneath the wheel arches.
Do you see what you've done, Sophie? See what you've done? This is what happens when people send him stuff like this. It goes it's so much mileage. It's great.
Yeah, so I reckon that'll work. So big thanks to Sophie for doing that. It's just given me that little idea, and I think that works. I've now got to sort out the rear wheels, and I've had another fault. All right.
Oh yeah.
I know.
Here we go.
Yeah, you like this.
2 and 2.
I know you get double whammy here, mate. Oh, what is you've got loads of tyres and wheels and all of that lot. So I'm going to be using. Let's turn the camera around, Cole, so people can actually see what he's showing them. I've got loads of these. There's a couple of spare wheels to go underneath its Aris as well. All of that, but I want to fit them all together, so probably have 3 wheels each side. Right. And instead of them being rubber tyres, there'll be metal bands, and then welded to them are going to be like angle irons that bite in to the ground.
To give it grip on the snow and the ice.
Yeah, see? So you've got a triple axle, big wide wheeled with that chicka all round it. that could be weathered, rusted, detritus, and perhaps, I don't know, a bit of a person stuck between the wheels. I don't know.
Vehicle cleats.
Yeah. And I think it'll work, because then what that'll let me do is you like these rear arches, didn't you, these bad boys?
Yeah.
Is extend them right out, see? And then like have an access panel that's missing there so you can see these jiggers. And then make me bolt heads and that, put bolts all round it, and yeah.
Obligatory fuel barrel somewhere.
Yeah, I do have a spare pair of barrels from yeah.
You know what you need to do? You need to roll
out the barrel.
I need to get... one of us needs to have a pair of spoons available for these streams.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder if you can actually buy like spoons that are joined together to just do spoons. Like,
You just take 2 spoons out of the kitchen drawer and hold them, didn't you?
you probably can.
Got to be done, isn't it? Yeah. Shame Charlie ain't still with us, mate. I'd have got him to teach me. But yeah, by now he's got them spoons out, as she used to say.
Like, Charlie, how do you do the spoons? You just do the spoons. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. But
One of those
I
arts that
remember
can't be taught.
Darren, my cousin, once said, why do you just go round in circles? Why don't you use the other leg? You see, because it'll fall off if I try it with both of them. Answers on a postcard. You know, it's like.
Yeah.
So there you go. So that's how I'm going to incorporate this little half track into that build, folks.
Yeah. And then that leaves you with, of course, all the other bits of that half track for another build.
Exactly. Greebles? What are greebles, dear?
Imagine you could use that half track up a hull on like a plane or something and get all kinds of crazy nonsense going on.
I get to get the saw out, see, and lock that bit off. And that won't be thrown away. That'll just be put in the greebles box, because you never know. It might come in handy for something else.
It's interesting for me seeing the size of that half track, because I've been looking at some of the bolt action stuff just out of curiosity, because it's basically tabletop scale World War II.
Pretty much, yes, what it is.
So yeah, I've been looking at some of that stuff. It's like interesting to see how big it is.
Some interesting little vehicle ideas. It certainly raised my eyebrows, put it that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, big thank you to Sophie for thinking of dear old Festa. So next time you see her in the chat, folks, give her a nice little love art for her generosity, because she'll be made up with that.
See what happens. One little gift like that and you go off on a whole tangent.
Edward says, put some roll bars and Nerf bars on it with racing numbers and such on a roll cage and make it look like an American dirt track racing car. There you go. See, there's ideas coming thick and fast, because it's got them big old bad boys on there. But definitely, I said to Fox the other day, it needs some kind of tubular thing coming out the side here, with perhaps a bit of diamond plate on it from the scurry along, and perhaps some kind of framework going around here and ladders and stuff. So it's going to be a bit different than the box art in it, Fox.
Yeah, some kind of like proper snorkel exhaust in case it has to go into water, you know.
Exactly. So I've got to do a bit more exhaustive research. I couldn't. I'm sorry, I shouldn't, but hey, I don't care. So yeah, I can see the direction it's going to go. So yeah, keep it peeled, folks. There's going to be Devil's Metal employed as well for extra railings. I know.
Is this voluntary Devil's Metal?
It's Devil's Metal that's sat in a Bane Blade box that's been slowly tarnishing through not being used, and I can see some of it going round here, see, round the top of this.
You heard it live, folks. It's not only Devil's Metal, it's Devil's Metal that he doesn't need to do.
I know, I'm volunteering to do it, because I saw Bill's pegboard rack that he put in my group, folks, facebook.com, Festa67's workshop. See what I did? After twitching and coming over very hot and bothered, thinking I was in the manopause. See what I did there, folks?
I see that.
I was suitably impressed with his prowess and thought, I've got to show Willing now and put a bit of photo etch on something. So, yeah. It is going to be the LWM photo etch addition to this model.
Ooh.
There you go, thanks.
I like the fact the turret looks like a face.
Kind of cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that mean to say I put the eyes on the windscreen? having done the chassis. And on that note, folks,
I can go off people, you know.
And on that note, folks, we'll love and leave you for the night. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart for all your lovely comments over the last few weeks on the e-models builds and things like that I've been doing. Honestly, folks, your positive comments do move me, and I do feel very, very humbled when you say nice things. So from the bottom of my heart, you don't realise sometimes, and PJ's included in this because I sent him a private message, but you don't realise sometimes how a positive comment like that can lift someone like me who's a chronic depressive out of a bit of a dark space. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you all for that. It really does mean a lot. And it makes me dragging the carcass to the bench to do all of this worthwhile. So you know who you are. Big thanks. Fox is included because he said some nice things as well, and it does mean a lot. I know I'm a big old softy, but I do believe in thanking people for nice things.
Yeah. I do occasionally tell him nice things sometimes.
Exactly, but, you know, yeah, it does mean a lot, and I won't get blubby, so I'm going to end there. And put your work in the gallery, folks, and we'll do a gallery show on Sunday for you. So I look forward to seeing you then. In the meantime, stay safe, especially if you're in the storm. You don't need to go out. Don't go out in it. And, yeah, look forward to seeing you all Sunday, folks.
Yep. Adios, amigos.
Bye. It's his fault. Them white gloves, him.
James's fault. He's...
Hey, kid. Don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life.